There's all these people around. One of those guys looks like Havershaw.
By defeating both the hunter and the emissary, the path to the unity in this universe is left for the people of the settled systems to discover on their own, uninterrupted by powerful Starborn.
Is that Heller? Is that... No, that's not. Who is this? I don't recognize these people. This is them around Constellation.
The Constellation membership who stays behind will, in time, publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, Starborn, and the Unity.
Oh. They're explaining
Space
to me.
exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for hope out there in the stars.
So then, what was this then? These people I don't recognize. I guess that's been flown.
Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase.
Oh, that's good. This is how they do the ending thing. And here's my
The resurrection of the Asili species leads to a massive reduction in terramorph attacks across the settled systems. At the same time, the need to spread the Asilis far and wide increases cooperation between all the factions.
So it was a good call then.
Belief in the UC as the diplomatic leader of the settled systems grows.
That's a good outcome then. Careful, don't touch that ball. It's funny. They say the game's got the voiceless protagonist, but then they give them a voice at the end, just to like narrate. You know, is there supposed to be like? It looks like there's room for more. Like maybe there's other stuff I could have been involved in.
Your work with UC Sistef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer.
Nice. And that looks like Ryujin right there.
Ryujin Industries dismantles the internal neuroamp and keeps its existence a secret. The company is successful, but quieter. Every new operative that is hired hears the story of your rise through the corporate ladder and looks to emulate your success.
Go figure. They're making room for the DLC. But I guess this is the end game. This is where we start NG+, whether or not I'll be able to follow through with it or not. 550 some hours. Level 102.
Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
You see, that's the problem with me in New Game Plus. I'm the kind of guy who... Whoa. Pretty much always make the same choices. Freaking cranked it, bud. It's loud as frick. Oh boy. It's a big nebula. Now what? Do the credits roll? Or do you just jump? Yeah. Yeah, the credits roll. With no music? Oh, Bethesda. You done frigger. All the way to the very end, you done frigger. Oh, no, there it is. Oh. I don't know why people crap on this game so much. Yeah, I guess the story's a bit cheesy, but I didn't think it was awful. Yeah, I guess certain aspects of it are repetitive. I could see how someone who just picks up the game and hammers through the main quest would be annoyed. Because it's just repetitiveness of getting the artifacts and getting the things, and damn, I feel like the main quest wouldn't even be that long if you just hammered through it. I almost feel like if I do New Game Plus, I should just maybe just hammer through it to New Game Plus 2, plus 1, plus, you know. But if you play the game the way they intend to play it, where you go around, you do all the things with just sparse little slices of main quest in between, then it becomes way more palatable. Because this is that kind of game. That's the way it's meant to be played. It's not a speedrun game. It's not like other games. You gotta frig around and find out. It's one of those games. They want you to go frig around and find out. And the stuff that people complained about, I didn't feel like it was anywhere near as much of a problem if you're actually into the game. If you're actually playing the game. And the stuff that I do find annoying, well, they don't really talk about. Like my contraband woes. Rolling up to port with contraband on your ship as an authority figure, passing both UC Vanguard and Freestar Ranger, and you still go to jail. There's no option to surrender contraband. Just be like, yeah, I captured this. Let's dispose of it. Freaking ship doors. I say you need at least one infinite storage. You can locate at least one outpost. Money should be at least a minimum 2% increase per level. All vendors are 2% richer per level. Which means I'd only be 200% more. 5,000 vendors would have $20,000 at level 100 that I've achieved. But the biggest annoyance, the biggest problem is the skill tree. It's too slow. The most disappointing thing about this game is I had to cheat in order to play it. I felt the need. I had to go into the console and give myself skill points. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The skill and leveling up was just happening at too slow of a pace. There was stuff I wanted to do. I had to spend all my skill points to level up the stuff that was important. I didn't have I didn't have any to explore, like the shipbuilding, the outpost building, all that other stuff. So, yeah, I cheesed that. But I get that, well, you know what? We're about to jump into this to see what happens now. Usually I watch the credits, but I'm not going to this time. Where the hell am I? Starborn, this is what you've become, a being who has touched the infinite. Your story is over, but will begin anew, this universe and countless others. You remember all that you've learned, your possessions and everyone you knew have been left behind. Explore the new universe and what it offers, and perhaps take another trip through the Unity. We're in Narion. Why are we in Narion? Is this the latest Stroud Eklund model here? So, Oh, I have a Starborn suit that's legendary. 149. So not the strongest suit in the world. Oh, and it just completely covers you too. It's apparel. Wait, is it apparel? No, it's a spacesuit. Okay. So as I understand, we're going to have all the same character. Okay, we keep all our stats. Most credits carried. 4.7 million is what I left. So we keep all our stats. I can see I'm still level 102. And so I guess skills. Yeah, you keep all your skills. So as you can see there, I haven't leveled myself up in 18 levels. I stopped adding. I pretty much maxed myself out where I wanted to be. As you can see, I got most of the tech so I could do all that stuff. Most of the science. Believe it or not, a lot of people poo-poo on the science. The only one I didn't get was geology. Everything else I found useful to some capacity playing the game the way I did. Combat. At some point, I didn't want to make myself too OP at the rate that I was going, where I was basically cheating skill points in. Social. Again, some of this stuff just didn't work well. Intimidation didn't work well. Manipulation didn't work well. I wanted ship command so I can max that out. I wanted leadership. I like persuasion. I literally persuaded my way past the last boss fight. Scavenging, commerce, and then physical. All I have is fitness, stealth, weightlifting, wellness, and pain tolerance. And that's pretty much an OP as frig character. You know, and that's what I mean. You needed to level up this stuff and some of this stuff, and especially this stuff, in order to be able to play the game. You didn't have enough points left over to level up this stuff or this stuff, but this is the stuff that adds like some of the fun side content to the game, where you can do crafting and shipbuilding and stuff. And outposting, obviously. I did a lot of outposting, but it was mostly like just resource. I didn't build myself little habitats and stuff. That just wasn't my style. I wasn't going to sit there and place every little freaking, you know, cup and saucer and make it look all pretty. I just built just resources. So apparently, yeah, this is kind of what I heard. We got a fancy new ship. Okay, I usually don't... Oh, look at this thing. Alpha Centauri, there's the mission. Vectra. I see. Go to the Lodge Mass District, just like that. Well, that's gonna be freaking trippy. Landing at the lodge with this freaking thing? What are the weapons this thing has? It has a Sol and a Tor. What Star Yard made this thing?
Unidentified ship. We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty please.
What? Okay.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Just like that? Oh, do you mean we lose all our freaking surveying? We lost all our surveillance. Our surveillance. I would have liked to have kept that data, all my survey data. That would have been nice to be able to hammer as you go through the new games. Be able to, what was I gonna say? Be able to finally survey everything. Okay, so a crazy-ass alien ship lands at New Vegas. New Atlantis. That sounds like the start of a crummy joke. So a crazy new ship lands at New Vegas, New Atlantis. So what do you...
So,
Damn it! He was gonna say something crazy.
Say some of the ships we get down in here, like their owners,
thought decorating their ships with heat leech nests would be a nice touch.
Great. I missed his
I
dialogue.
can't place the manufacturer of your ship. I'm just gonna write down custom, and then awesome in parentheses. Hope that's okay.
I'd like to view and modify my
Okay,
ships.
no problem.
How about her? Oh, okay. There's the Starborn Guardian. I can't modify it. Probably because I haven't registered it yet. Okay. Well, we can do frig all with this. I start with 0 credits once again. That's gonna be fun. Can I sell the ship? Oh, I guess we don't start off with the Frontier, eh? We never met the Barrett.
This unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered.
What is this?
We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure.
Are we
possible,
starting
but,
off with like a new kind of side mission here?
We'll just.
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to
I don't
Mast
remember
ASAP
this.
for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter.
And here I am
you
looking
failed
like a
to
frickin'
initiate
freak.
Proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics.
Like, did this happen the first time we
It had
came
been
to
a
New
while.
Atlantis?
So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool. Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that
Not
citizens
quite.
Get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th,
no.
by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year, and it kind of smelled. But I don't smell anything here.
No.
It's not big enough,
No, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar.
No one's
As
pissing
for
in the
Aquila
streets.
City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state of the art.
Okay, I should probably pause till this is over.
On those simple
I just got the Scientist by the Tree mission. That's what started this all for me. I didn't even need to go to what the frick. You know, you could almost just not go to Constellation. If you go to Scientist by the Tree, you can get a pretty decent start on the game because you end up having to travel to a few different places, and then you meet people. That's how I got into Freestar. I went to the Scientist by the Tree.
One day,
That's almost like I almost don't want to go to New Atlantis. I want to go see the Scientist by the Tree. Or I'll just go straight to the Freestar. Just go straight, join the Rangers.
The Freestar Collective and the UC are still fighting the colony war. We just need to convince her that President Abayo isn't the
We can't fast travel to Maced. I'm like not sure what I'm going to be doing here. Oh, I can run forever. Isn't that just great? Wait, I have some special pack. Oh, look at that. You got like a cutesy little freaking all-in-one outfit here. Okay, so I'm almost gonna like just go ahead and make a hard save right here. Ah, no, there's all my saves. Why did I think my saves would get deleted? They're gonna walk into the lodge, and they're gonna be like, "Who the frick are you?" It's like they're waiting for me.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Roscoe, identify.
Scanning.
Fasco, identify.
Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please
Fasco,
remain still.
identify.
This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts.
Oh, really?
Previously
Lost.
Unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
Repeat main quest. I'm not who you think you are. I'm Starborn. I know what that artifact... What is this skip main quest?
I see. So some of our theories about the
That's
artifacts
different.
are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear her out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if she's telling the
Skip
truth.
main quest.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm not from this universe. I'm a place called... This is going to sound weird, but I've done all this before. I came here with the artifact, joined Constellation. The Starborn hunt for the artifacts across the universe, the multiverse, each hoping that one... Let's hear it.
So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
Well, this is amusing.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them.
There are artifacts I pulled out of the bedrock myself, ones that granted visions. You could gather up all while I look for the other Starborn. Remember, in the end, the unit... Well, no, I'm not going to be a dick. There are artifacts I pulled out of bedrock myself, ones that granted visions.
And if what you've told us about the Starborn is to be believed, we'll need all the help we can get. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others.
You're not the same Sarah I knew, but it's still good to see you again, old friend.
I hope that other Sarah of yours knows you're safe. Now let's get those artifacts.
Opportunity to mess with the head a little bit. Lodge key, cutter added, modified advanced novolite added.
You're not quite the angel I thought
Particle
may have made
fuse.
the artifacts, but
Medpack 5.
nevertheless.
Credits, 25,000 starting credits. Well, with that, I could just screw off and start 25,000. Oh, and I have like all my old skills, right? That might be an interesting way to play through the game. I have $0 and no one's given me any money. Well, I guess you can just take on side quests. I could have just... Wait, what's the cargo capacity of this asshole? 1425. You know, I could have just done a few simple delivery missions. Like that, it's just like, okay. Without any help from anyone.
It is customary to say,
because now I could just go buy resources. I could set up an outpost that will harvest some very expensive materials because I have the ability to build all the outpost equipment. And then, bam. Assuming I can throw together myself a cargo ship big enough to move those materials, I just start dredging and just start racking in the dough. But like right now, I am quite confused. So we skip a whole huge chunk of the main quest is what you're saying. And now it's going to send us to the Eye. And there's Grissom. There's a ship there. I wonder what the frick that ship is. And there's a star station around Voss. Okay, I guess these are places I've been before. So I guess if I say look at Narion. Okay, it just says star station. Okay, because that's Stroud Eklund and that's the clinic. So It's just unidentified. Now let me just go to Cheyenne real quick, because I know Cheyenne well, and I know Kodos, and it's saying resources 0 of 8 and 27%. So yes, I lost all my survey data. No longer. I kind of wish I would have kept the survey data. But then we have all this now. Good old Crix. Can't get to Porima yet. Okay, so I gotta think about this because I have a hard time doing things twice, buds. A hard time doing things twice. And like, how much of it's gonna be different? I don't know. And like, how fun is it gonna be to know like where everything is and all what you can do already, and then I can just start throwing down, you know, just start throwing down. I'm gonna have to think about this. In the meantime, I do believe this is a shorter episode. The end of one game and the start of another. Will there be more? Well, you're just gonna have to stay tuned to find out.